Bounce when she walk, damn. Bounce when she walk, bounce when she walk. Clap when she walk, clap when she walk, clap when she walk, clap.
I don't know why, but this angle looks better. I don't know how, but this angle looks better. And I've done like 3 videos, 4 videos on this other angle. Now I feel really bad. But yeah, man, we're doing something different today. I think this is something that I want my channel to go towards. I just can't seem to find videos of, you know, like videos that I can put in this thing. So I don't know, man. I don't know, man. We'll try and operate it. I think this is day 5 of the thingy. That means tomorrow I'm taking a break. And we're coming back with day 6. Yeah, because I started the week very late. And my lips are very shiny, man. Very, very, very shiny. I don't feel comfortable with that, but yeah. Let's get into it.
I just want to take one step back to this idea that men can't take what they dish out. That's one of the,
It's one of them things that sound good, but once you start to really unpack it, it's low-key dumb. Because a lot of people can punch hard that can't take a punch to the jaw. I don't know why people think the ability to inflict pain is somehow reflective of the ability to take it. Like when we talk about this thing where men suffering in relationship, it's a whole lot of women that take up a lot of emotional space in a relationship, but couldn't take it at all if a man started to assert his space emotionally, which is why we get called sassy now, right? Men are attempting to hold emotional space in relationship, and because we do it, we sassy. But you can punch hard emotionally, but you can't take it. So this whole men can't take what they dish, bro. Who likes to be in pain? Who likes discomfort? It's one of them things that sound good because the women who've been affected can collectively come together and point their finger. There's a way to avoid accountability for a whole group of women to say that men can't take what they dish out. No, baby, you didn't stand on your standards and he got you again. You wouldn't even have to say something like that if you was one of the women punching back. But
Damn. That's true, man. I feel like for some chance, man, like, you need to stop being so hard on yourself. You get, like, bro, like, it's the double standard, man. You get, like, what you say is actually real, dog. Like, I even see you in my relationship, dog. Like, what's this? If I'm going through something, I'm going through something. You know what I'm saying? But then, like, if she's going through something, we're going through something. Yet, and it's like it was something that used to get on my nerves at some point. Like I used to like beat myself around it. Like I even considered like, you know, like maybe this is not the relationship for me. Yet, because of it. Right, we had those conversations and all of that, and obviously it's like, okay, cool, this is still not working. But obviously, at some point, you need to, as a gent, bro, you need to just like lay back and think about it and just go. You want to be emotional in a logical way. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's like, there's no room or there's no space for that. It's whereby like, okay, let's focus on me. Let's actually focus on me. And even if like she probably gives you the opportunity to focus on y'all, you probably won't even want to focus on y'all like that. You'll be like, okay, actually that just doesn't feel right. Because what happened was we got to we somewhere were getting to a point whereby we were understanding each other on the matter of, okay, cool, we are now at the point whereby we can, what's this thing called? We can how can I put it? Just where I can be comfortable with speaking, but I wasn't comfortable with speaking. I'm like, okay, cool, this is not working. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not comfortable at all with this because it's never been like this. Like I'd rather sort it out myself. You get, and I think this man, you should stop being hard on yourself. If you're trying to sort it out yourself, man. You don't need to include your girlfriend in everything, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, even if she wants to be there, like, sometimes I feel like however Hans deal with their own thing is not how we deal with our own thing, bro. Like, if I'm stressed, I want to get drunk and that's it, and move on with my life. I don't want to speak about it. I don't want to even mention it. I don't even want to give it the power over me. You know what I'm saying? But with Hans, they want to speak about it, all that type of thing. But obviously, at some point, that becomes common in your relationship, and it becomes the dynamic.
Not encourage toxic behavior.
If I'm dating a girl, I'm gonna tell her, don't open any doors. You get to the door, you wait, I'll open the door for you. Is that something you do?
Yeah, I'm very serious about that. Because it sets a masculine frame in a gentlemanly way.
Okay.
And so I'm very intentful about that. And I say it very seriously.
Is that like first date?
Yeah, first date. Because it in a very masculine way, saying, I want to treat you like a lady. And I'll never back off of it.
Facts, man. Facts, bro. Like, if you're a gent, you're a gent, man. If you're a gent, you're a gent. And if you're dating a girl that makes you feel bad for being a gent and being masculine, then you're probably dating the wrong girl. And so obviously find someone else, someone better. Because I can't try to open the door for you and you're like, oh, bro, I can open the door for myself. What do you... Who said you can't open the door for yourself? You have two hands. Of course you can open the door for yourself. It's just a gesture. Imagine if the roles were reversed. And then, like, when your hand tries to cook for you, you go, I can cook for myself. Who said you can't cook for yourself? Like, don't fuck this shit.
Immigrants are jarring.
I do. I'm standing on this one to the day I die. I don't like people. People irritate me. I'm kind of an introvert. So if I actually like you, that means I want to talk to you. If you get busy at work, cool. I understand. But I better be getting the text message as soon as you're done doing whatever, talking to whoever, or whatever you might have going on. Because who else am I going to talk to? I like you. I would like to know what's going on in your day, just in case you have an inconvenience and or you're overthinking something. And guess what? We're already in conversation. I can maybe help you through it. It's not I need to know what you're doing so I can control you. No, I just like to know. I like to talk to people that I like. This is so codependency, like, no, it's none of that because I'm independent. I'll be at home most of the time anyways, and I'll just be texting me. Please don't call me. I'm not a caller, and I'm not a FaceTimer either. But if I like you, I want to talk to you. And if that's too much, cool. I'm just going to go somewhere else.
It's facts, man. I feel like that's the situation that's happening between me and my aunt because she knows that I don't like people. Like I know people say that thing and they sound corny. And I know it's corny as fuck, bro. Like to say you don't like people, but I genuinely don't like people, bro. I don't like them when they're around me. I don't like when they try to be friendly. I don't like when they talk to me. I don't like interacting with people. It's very draining. It takes too much of my time. I would rather be doing something else. It's especially when you're forcing conversations. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like, oh my word, bro. Can't we just, like, you know, like sometimes this is why people become friends because like they have the same type of mindset. You get like if you can meet someone who wouldn't take to offense when you tell them that, yo, bro, I don't actually really want to speak to you right now. Can you just move? And they can understand that and move on with their lives. And then you can speak to that person because it's like, okay, I'm not forcing this. I'm actually enjoying this conversation. But genuinely speaking, man, I haven't enjoyed a conversation with a human being in a long time, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the only conversations I enjoy is with my hand or with my dad. And you get everyone else, oh, man.
That appointment, I'm about to be like, babe, my car broke down just to see what you're gonna do. Okay. Are you gonna come and get me? Or are you gonna? Because if not, why am I giving it to you?
Cause you wanna.
I mean, bro, like I don't think I'm at that age to understand what you're talking about. Right? I'm just putting it in my age perspective. Oh, you know, it's kind of like, you know, when you're at race, and you're dating a hand that lives in another race, right? And then she says to you, what's this? I can't afford the Uber to your race, or please come fetch me from my race. You get, just so she can see whether or not you are willing to walk that extra mile just so you can get there. That's some simp behavior, bro. That's simp behavior, bro. Like, oh my word, bro. I can take someone else, man. What are you on about, bro? Like, I don't want to talk to you like that. You're not that important to me. Genuinely speaking, who do you think you are? I would, like, personally, like, that would never happen to me, bro. If it does, I would just literally tell that person, nigga, you can just relax, like, just chill there, and then someone pull through if you have money for Uber, bro. Because my chat is this, right? Like, if I'm gonna pay to keep you company, take my time and keep you company, put up a great performance, buy you food when you there, buy hubbly thingies, make sure that you're comfortable, make sure that you cool. If you want to drink alcohol, make sure that there's alcohol in the house. I'm not about to pay for your Uber. Like I'm not about to pay for your Uber. That's too much work. That's too much work for you to get to where I am. You get what I'm saying? I'd rather you just chill there, and I would just take a picture of whatever's happening and post it on my on my WhatsApp. And I know someone else is gonna. You get what I'm saying? And that's to the gents, bro. If you're single, bro, and you just moving mad like that, like do not ever, bro, allow a hand to have that much control over you. You get, unless you're really desperate. But it looks bad. It looks desperate as hell, bro.
Me, like
I got toys
Exactly.
in the closet.
no, check me out, cuz personally, I'm not laying down with no woman that I wouldn't see about. However,
I'm at that age.
I know what type of I'm bringing to the bedroom.
Exactly, bro. If you're him, you're him, dog. If you're that guy, you're that guy, bro. Like, in my class, what they say, boom nandi, bro. Like, if you're nice, you're nice with it, dog. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know what, like you're not getting bad service, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to put it without YouTube flagging me. Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not getting bad service. Like, you're coming to a crib with everything that you want there. You already get what I'm saying? Like, I presume you also want meat. Like, there's food there, there's beverages there, there's hubbly things if you smoke hubbly there, the room smells nice, it's clean, it's fresh. The person that you're coming to is not boring. You're gonna have a proper conversation with that person. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, why am I gonna go an extra mile just so you can get you out, bro? Like, I need to know that you want it as much as I want it. You get, just realize that, yeah, we all.
So with that being said, it ain't just you giving to me, beloved. I done broke that down every time you came over here. No, that's not toxic. If is what you giving to me and I'm giving good back, then that just equaled out that part of the transaction. So if you down bad, because my thing is this, y'all got a whole song that the DJ can drop the beat on, and y'all say in unison that broke boys don't deserve no.
I know
Beloved,
that's right.
if you over there struggling, done fell behind on your bills, I'm taking my and I'm going home. I'm going home.
Exactly, bro.
I did my job.
What do you mean you don't have money for Uber? Like I wouldn't want you to pay too much money, bro. That's my chat. Like, obviously, like, what's this thing? Like, if I understand, like, why would you even agree to come to pull through if you're gonna say, oh man, I don't have money, yeah, whatever. Like, I don't want you like that. I used to say that, bro, back in my second year, my second year in uni, bro. Like, every time I would speak to a hand and I would be like, yo, okay, like, are you putting through or you're not putting through? And she's gonna keep on doing this. And I'm like, oh, bro, I don't want you like that, you know. Like, I necessarily really don't want you like that. And then nice, bro. After that, like, all right, bitch, it is what it is, we move. And go to another, like, talk, like, that was me and my mentality when I was, like really, really young. Like, when I was still moving like that. But now, obviously, I'm not moving like that, but
I don't owe you else. Unless that's what we got going on, I don't owe you nothing else. Way too much entitlement for the bro. Way too much. I attract because I'm attractive. What I accept is a whole different conversation, bro.
And
but what I attract is not a reflection of my status.
That's the last part. That's the last part of self-work, because you can build this beautiful house that's protected with fence, but if you don't have discernment, then the whole thing is failed. So the last part of that self-work before you go out into the field is being able to tell the difference between the interested and the eligible. Between the interested and the eligible. And that's not a conversation that the eligible are going to tell you, because they're just interested. The last part, you can love yourself to death. You can elevate yourself to death.
Before you continue, bro, that's deep, bro. Like, that's deep, bro. How, like, there's a lot of gents, right, that make it. I remember this one conversation that I have, I think it's on one of my videos that I reacted on. The conversation with, and then this guy, I don't necessarily agree with everything that he said, but one thing he said, I'm just gonna say it in English to accommodate everyone. He said, the money, like money being accessible to everyone, made so that the people that are not really that good with girls to look as if they are that good with girls, because girls also are part of this, because like girls love money, you know what I'm saying? And because girls, like a lot of girls love money, and they do it like they will date anyone as long as you got money like that. You get what I'm saying? So it made the guys that are not supposed to be in positions like that to be in positions like that. So it looks like a guy is actually good with honeys, but he's not actually good with honeys, because honeys only like him because he got money. Do you get? And those guys, bro, they never necessarily see the fact that, yo, I'm not him like that. You hear what I'm saying? They just think, they just bring everyone in, like, this girl likes me. That's why most of those guys always end up with girls that just use them for their money and then leave them like that. It's because if you don't understand who you are at that point in time, that you are that person, you just go and you're like, any girl that wants me, I'm going for them. Every girl that wants me, I'm going for them. That's because you don't have discernment, dog. You don't know who's eligible. You don't know who's, like, whoever I attract is whoever I attract. But whoever I actually, like, sit down with and actually have a conversation where we're talking about whether or not I'm even gonna be willing to end up with in pipe is making noise. You get, like, it's a different conversation, bro.
But if you don't have that discernment, when you open this door and you let these people in between the interested and the eligible, you're gonna miss it.
How do you deal with a man that is more sensitive than you?
It gets strange for me in conversations like these when we talk about...
Man, you know, it's a weird, you know what I said in the beginning, it's a weird one, bro, because it's like, I don't want to even fight that battle, bro. Yeah, like, I don't want to fight that battle. I think a part of being a gent is accepting the fact that no one really cares. Yeah, like, no one genuinely cares, bro. Like, the minute you accept that, and you're like, all right, bear remove. It's better for you, bro. Like, you just continue moving. Just continue moving. Like, no one cares. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares. Even when you're feeling at your lowest, bro, just tell yourself no one cares, bro. You feel however you're feeling, but you feel it alone, and then you get out of that situation, and then you look forward. Because the minute you speak about it, trust me, dog, you're not gonna feel better. Like, I know from experience, you're not gonna feel better at all, bro. You're just gonna feel worse and it's just gonna open wounds that you don't need to necessarily open, bro. Like wounds that are supposed to feed you, wounds that are supposed to drive you, just opening them up because it's like, it's getting too heavy. But maybe it's getting too heavy for you as it's building you to be something, bro. You get. But obviously, even with honeys, bro, like some honeys are not necessarily willing to have you doing that. Like honeys will say it, they will say it loud and proud. Man, I want a man that can open up to me. But the truth of the matter is, they don't necessarily really want that. They want someone that's gonna give them the idea that I'm actually willing to open up to you, or someone that's gonna open up to them, but only tell them the tip of the story. You get, like, the tip of the story. Like, there's a long part about how you feel about it, but you just tell them, this and that. Like, the factual and the logical structure of it, you tell it, but, like, everything else, just... Because you're not going to feel better, you're just going to feel worse. Because one thing about it is that you can only speak about things that you can solve. And sometimes it's changed. The worst feeling is feeling horrible and not necessarily knowing when you're gonna get out of that space. You get
one party being more sensitive or more soft, and a lot of times that kind of boxes men in, and it's alarming because if a man can't be sensitive and soft in his relationship, then where can he be? Like I don't know too many men that don't want to take their guard down with their old lady. Like I don't want to have to come home and protect myself from you. Like do you know what I gotta go through out in the world, and then to have to come home?
Ladies, bro, it was looking at me like, this nigga talking about, bro. You don't need that. Like I think at some point, bro, like yes, some people are like they get to a point where they fix those things, but most shit is really lying. Like they didn't fix it with their honeys, bro. They fixed it themselves, and then they went, "Yeah, you help me." Yeah, because it's like at the end of the day, man, whatever the case may be, bro. Like if we sleep better at night just because you know that we fixed this thing because of me and you, and we worked it out, and you helped me work through certain things, then so be it. Then like the sharp, then you get. But generally speaking, bro, I don't think it works, bro. Like as a bro as well, how do you even go about that conversation, bro? You get. Like even with your Pirellas, dog. Like even if you say it in front of your chest, they also look at you and go, "You don't need to hear this stuff." You know what I'm saying? Because generally speaking, man,
guard and tiptoe with you because I can't be vulnerable. Like even when we use the word soft, bruh, a man being hard all the time will destroy him. Get you a man that gotta be hard all the time and see how he handle you. Brother, a man has to find softness in himself to properly handle those parts of you. Empathy is like a huge quality that's necessary for a healthy partnership. And in order to empathize, one almost has to see oneself. And if a man can't see himself in your emotions, if he can't see himself in your softness, then again, what do you think he's going to do? So when you talk about not wanting a man that's more sensitive than you, that's you falling into training that cuts pieces of a man off. And then you complain about those pieces being missing when he show up at your doorstep.
Which is true, bro. Like, it's actually true, man. Like, what's this? But it's kind of like this, bro, right? It's kind of like this. Honeys do not want to see a more feminine man as much as gents do not want to see a more masculine woman. You hear what I'm saying? Like, that's just factual, bro. Like, don't listen to all of this woke activists start telling you, I just need to be soft. There's no reward for being soft. There's no reward. People that are allowed to be soft are people that have been hard their whole entire life and have reached a level of success in their lives that allows them to be soft. Do you hear what I'm saying? Or people that have grown up soft and they know that they're never gonna have to experience hardship. But if you're gonna experience hardship, dog, just experience hardship until you get to a certain point in your life where you're like, okay, cool, now I can be soft. You get, like, especially every time I hear this Honey saying, oh man, he was so, like, bro, he's now soft and all of that. Like, bro, he has Versace slippers, bro. Like, who doesn't want to be soft when you have Versace slippers? You get what I'm saying? Like, everything he has is comfort. He has a Mercedes-Benz that's comfort. His bird, bad. Bird, yeah. That's a bird. Bad, yeah. Whatever. It's soft, man. Obviously, he's gonna be comfortable enough to be soft because he's already reached a level in his life where now there's no need to be hard anymore. You just need to be relaxed, calm, chilled. I've achieved. I'm cool, and I'm comfortable where I am. And if you reach that level, then yeah, man, you're allowed to be soft. And you can't claim the fact that, oh man, I got him to this point. No, his success got him to that point. And that's the reality that most men are never gonna tell you, bro. Is their success got them to that point. When have you ever heard of a person that's broke and poor saying that, oh man, I'm now soft, I'm now relaxed? It doesn't work, man.
I'm a pretty emotionally intelligent dude. I've noticed that there's only room for my emotions when they're convenient for the woman that's asking me to be emotionally intelligent. That any emotional labor I do that's not for her convenience, or not that something she specifically asked for, that either goes unnoticed, or when I'm saying something that's not favorable, the shit gets used against me and it becomes about how she feels about what I said and not about
Oh man, everybody felt that. Like most Jays that are actually emotionally intelligent, they felt that. Like sometimes, bro, like when you're speaking to a person, you just feel like you're hitting a brick wall, bro. Because like, okay, cool. I think now I've reached a point. Like personally, I'm a very logical person. You know what I'm saying? So every time I argue with a person, I never argue with my emotions. You get, like, I never allow myself to get emotional. You get what I'm saying? And now there's this weird thing that's happening where it's like, oh man, you need to consider people's emotions. It's like facts don't care about emotions. You know what I'm saying? But obviously at some point you need to put emotional intelligence in that situation. But then if you do it, they call it manipulation. You're manipulating the whole situation. It's like, okay, cool, then let me just be factual and tell you the basics of it. Because if I tell you the basics of it, it comes off wrong. If I try to be emotional about it, it feels like I'm blackmailing or I'm manipulating you in a certain type of way. Like every time when I have arguments, especially like with honeys, bro, like I usually ask anyone, I don't even ask my hand. Like if I'm having an argument with a hand, like genuinely speaking, I keep quiet. Like I'm like, fuck it. Like I'm not about to have this conversation and feel like we need to have part 2 of it. Like, we'd rather not have it at all, man. Like, that's this.
Ladies, he making too much sense. Somebody cry. Somebody cry. Somebody cry.
So what? All I'm saying, because saying that, all right, now we got our own money, we want y'all to be emotionally intelligent. That's a great fucking argument. Until it becomes a real life situation and you start to deal with an emotionally intelligent nigga and you realize it ain't been enough of them in your life and you don't know what to do with that type of man.
You're not lying. You're not lying. This is facts.
Sweetheart,
this is
my baby, if all you done had is dudes that don't know how to express themselves, don't come sitting in front of me, a nigga that know how to express himself, complaining when I goddamn express myself. You understand what I'm saying?
I don't know what a feminine man is. I don't
know exactly what it is. And you honestly feel threatened by them because that's the one thing that you probably lack as a human is this empathy vehicle that you're so afraid to lay claim to. When really it's necessary for your manhood. Mm-hmm. I believe that the most well-rounded individuals, male and female, must have the ability to be what y'all call this masculine. When it's as a woman, it's like when it's 2 becomes 1. There's got to be some bleed over. There's this purge.
This is why I hear what this guy is saying, that you need to would be to get like both of those things, right? So let me just allow him to.
There's this sauce that you make of a man's masculinity and a woman's femininity. Those things don't, just like y'all mesh, so does that energy. I would not expect my woman to not pick up some sort of masculine traits, but these are mine. I get to watch her use my slang, carry that like I carry it. That's the most beautiful thing. As long as we call it a war, we will forever be intimidated when we see it in ourselves. But that's really just women touch you in a way that make you softer, bro. Yeah. And you must acquire that to survive.
I'm just gonna put it like this, bro. Like, my chat is this, bro. Just like I said previously, you have to get to a position where you are allowed to do that, bro. Like, you can't take in feminine traits without necessarily achieving the peak of masculinity. You get what I'm saying? Because at the peak of masculinity, you can then attract someone who you're willing to change for. Like, obviously, bro, like, the minute you get to a point where you've achieved the peak of masculinity, I remember I was listening to some conversation where this person was saying you need to be as rich as possible in order to raise your daughter as perfectly as possible. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you need to have money in your bank account to raise a daughter. Do you get? Because raising a daughter needs you to have some feminine traits, and in order for you to allow yourself to have some feminine traits, you need to accept yourself as a person that can have those feminine traits. And in order for you to accept yourself as a person that can have those feminine traits, you need to have achieved the peak of your masculinity. And you need to see that, okay, cool, I've achieved everything that I wanted to achieve in life, and I'm now calm with being, with being very open and all of those jibby jabber situations.
Younger women tend to be more impressionable. I think older women, in my experience, you 30, 33, 35, the experiences that you have at that point is just, a little bit too much for me. And I really think in some cases you really can't teach an old dog new tricks. So I prefer, my women to be.
You really can't say that. I'm calling women old dogs.
The younger variety.
If a woman wants to respect you and give you the respect to lead and be her,
I'm actually angry, dog. When you say things like that, bro, like, you get a lot of old women angry, and that's the issue. Like, I don't know. Andrew Sage was talking to, what's the thing I was reacting to? Yeah, that. And then he was like, bro, if you said these things properly and in this way, as much as you wouldn't have gotten the amount of exposure that you got, you probably would have reached a lot of people's hearts. And I think sometimes you can't say things like, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And I think what this guy is talking about, he's talking about how a lot of gents are attracted to innocence and inexperience. You get, like, the more inexperienced you are, the more attractive you are to a gent. Like, Porellas are attracted to inexperience. Like, if you're not experienced enough, yet we tend to like you more, or we tend to feed off that energy and want to be with you. But if you have too much experience, bro, like, it's like, oh my word, bro, like, too much experience, already old.
Partner, why do you need to have that level of power over her if you're not trying to manipulate someone?
See, it's not power, it's impressionable. I've never seen a successful partnership where the other person wouldn't allow themselves to be impressed upon. If I'm a person and I got a vision, I got a plan.
I don't think it's power. I think it's the ability to make you my girlfriend or make you my wife. Alright? Because one thing people do not understand is the fact that, how can I put this? Let me land. Allow me to land. one thing people don't understand is the fact that in order for me to what's going on? Yeah. I'll explain it later.
I got a whole program. I would think that the person that wants to be with me is willing to learn and willing to adopt some of the ways, or even some of the principles that I have.
That's not impressionable. Impressionable is basically getting someone to do what you want them to do because they're easily swayed and easily persuaded to do what you want them to do.
Who said that? Did you make that up?
Well,
when you...
My challenge is this. Every time people are having this conversation, why can't they say, what's wrong with that? Like, you want a gent who's more financially stable than you. You want a gent that's taller than you. You want a gent that's stronger than you. What's the problem with me saying I want a person that I can easily tell that I want this and this and this, and they're willing to actually do it? What's wrong with that? Like, generally speaking, why don't guys just say, yeah, okay, cool, yeah, are you right, actually? That's what I want. Yeah, you're right. So, like, oh, yeah, you want someone who's inexperienced because you want to control them. Yeah, so, cool. Yeah, that's true. You're actually right. I've never thought about that, but you're actually right. Yeah, I want to control every aspect of my household. I want to say something and it goes. Like, what's wrong with that? Like, if you want someone who's better than you in all dimensions, what's wrong with me wanting someone who's easily impressionable, bro? Like he's gonna explain it and it's gonna look sus. Like, that's what's gonna happen.
When you hire somebody, you look for somebody that's impressive.
What did I say?
But why would I listen?
Right, so you even train them. So you can, when you hire somebody, you're about to train them. Now, and that's why you want them impressionable.
Watch how.
Yeah, I think that's it, man. I'm on 36 minutes, so yeah.
Things did not go well for a while. And it was hard to see. It's just nice to win one.